Grease boy. Grease boy.
Oh, I thought those were Cinnabons. What the fuck is J?
Cinnabon is the ones that my mitts have.
No, yeah, I got some Cinnabon stuff too. My shingle is Cinnabon. Alright, right here.
So.
Stay in it. Get low, like you would. Keep your hands high. Snap your jabs. Don't step forward. Put that heel towards you when you do it. It's on speed, not power. Don't rip the one. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Keep dropping now. 1, 2. And back to your face. Consciously think about this hand coming back to your face. 1, 2. Again. Slow down if you need to. 1, 2. Again. Make contact. If you're not touching your face and you don't feel it, you're not doing it right. 1, 2. There you go. No knees. Stay low. Now you did it again. You roll them. Here. There.
So when I hit it, I just go down with it.
Yeah, you do this. You move this towards those. Better. Yeah. 1, 2, 1, 2. And don't overtake it just because it's complicated. Not complicated, because it's more. Same thing. 1, 2, 1, 2. 2. 2. 2. Point that hip at me. 2. There you go. Don't turn it away. 2. That hand high. 2. 2, 3. 2, 3. 2, 3. 2, 3, 2. Don't drop that. 2, 3, 2. Again. Alright. We're gonna weave this after 2, 3, 2. So we're gonna go slow. Yep. 2, 2, 2, 2. Now off that weave, I want you to transfer the weight back here and shoot that 2 with that weight. Alright?
Yeah.
Medium speed. Take this shit out.
Yeah.
You focus on the power. Just go through the motions. 2, 3, 2. There you go. Bad. Cover up. 2, 3, 2. Add a 3. Oh shit. Stop, my bad.
Oh, you go third.
After that 2, at the end, come back with a 3. 2, 3, 2. We 2, 3. There you go. Again.
Weave again.
Something else we're gonna.
Yes. So I throw my punch. I just
there. Then come 2, 3, and now instead of going that way, you're going the other way. Here, then 3, 2. So it's a mirror effect. We're gonna slow down again. There you go. That's a leg workout like a motherfucker.
I'm just trying to get used to the flow of it.
And you notice, keep that weight off them heels. There you go. Turn that front knee when you're coming back.
It's like a retreat.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
you're not dropping this. I got that bad habit too. I'm still working at it. When I weave back, this shoulder just rotates with it for some reason. I've been trying to do better at that.
I wish there was something that makes you keep your hands up.
It's fine. 2, 3, 2, weave 2, 3. Now, after the second one, then it's the mirror effect. 3, 2. Okay. We'll slow it down. Don't drop them hands, don't get wild. Stay disciplined. Again. Nice. 4.
4.
4.
Again.
Okay. So with this, imagine that we're up against the rope, right? And it's a big guy. I can't draw this back. So what I need to do is I need to push off my legs. If I can't do this plus, I'm leaving myself open. What I want to do is shoot it from your chin. If it's the back uppercut or the front, doesn't matter. You're still coming here. Your whole mass drops, not your arm. Here,
And you're pushing your body
with the hip, just like your 2, but your upward angle. We're in this coast, right? You have no space to move, right? You know me. You have no space to move, right? We're up against the wall. Just switch me. We're up against the wall. You have no space to move. What you want to do is instead of bringing this arm back, flex this knee down. Crouch. And don't drop the hand, shoot it from your chin. There. So the way I learned is just fighting big ass dudes.
So basically, it's a basically down and a push up.
You don't want to go too though. You don't want to telegraph it.
It's a
If
down.
anything, you can do it even from here. As long as your knees aren't locked, you have some bit of power. The lower you are, the more power you have because it's rising.
It's a little bounce from this.
Yeah.
So basically, it's once your hand is here, you dropping down, you pushing straight up.
Yeah.
Versus trying to throw anything.
Versus trying to
move your
what's the word? Not recoil.
Versus trying to move any of your body parts, you just basically bouncing out and pushing up.
It's still coming from the shoulder and the traps, and I'm still squared when I throw it. I come here and I'm still tight. Everything's still close. And notice how you're going all the way across your body.
No.
Line it up with your knees.
Like this.
Line up the punch with the same side knee. Actually, like this, sir.
So where should it stop at?
I'd say about forehead. That's usually because you don't want to go too high. You might either hit yourself or miss incredibly, like I did that one time.
So basically, it's this. It's basically.
If you have a heavy bag, the way you do it on a heavy bag, you can't get under it, right? Scrape it.
Kind of like.
Scrape it. And what that'll teach you is, have I done the shit where it's like we're throwing hooks and I make you miss? Because if you miss and you're throwing too hard, you're throwing wild, you're going to go off balance. So you learn to reel it in at your nose. This is the bridge point. You get past this, time to reel it in.
So, when I was doing my little shadow box, the way that I learned how to throw a hook without throwing it wild is to make it almost like I'm throwing an elbow.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like it brings it back to me.
One problem with that, stop it at the nose, because if you go all the way across, it's MMA, you have no defense. And this is all open.
But with here,
Come back to your face as soon as possible. You have a bad habit of this.
Yeah,
you go here, here, and then your arms go chicken wings, and you stay up here rather than here to cover your body. I see it all the time. You do that shit. And you fight with a wide elbow. Fuck that. That tells me, hit me in the ribs. Fuck that. I want to stay tight. So even when I'm throwing my hooks, everything's tight. Now, there's times where you're reaching for stuff, like the guys at a range. Cool, that's situational.
But don't you kind of like reach with that?
Shadow boxing. You want to, keep everything tight. That and it works more muscles that way. Everything's tight.
I've noticed when people do reach, they kind of jump with it versus kind of throwing their whole body out there with it. It's more like a.
Oh, Ryan Garcia.
I mean, I
He
think
does that. I did that shit against Fabio. Let's get back to some bits. We're gonna run through some more combos.
I gotta put my hand back. That's why I was saying put something over here.
That's what I said. I need to come here.
Force me to pull it back because right now
Sometimes
I'm
you need, damn it.
going like this. Because the reason why I drop it down because I'm
You're
more.
playing the range game.
Yeah, I'm more of a jump
And
back.
that's fine. That's fine. You can do that out there. But the second you get up against a wall or a rope or whatever, you have to stay here. And the only way you get that habit is by doing it in this.
And also, Katie White, whenever you say, I just want you to swing it. So I can just kind of like know how to block. Because sometimes I be thinking I be blocking good. And my hands be here. I think I'm blocking, but all this be exposed.
Okay.
I think I don't know how to block it.
Okay. One, two. And we drop that one. 1, 2. Keep it high. You saw it. Just 1, 2. Better. Make it better. 1, 2. Don't get too close. You got long arms. 1, 2. Trust your distance. Don't drop that one when you throw the 2. 2. 2. Stay bounce. No toes on the ball of your foot. 2. 2. 2 more. 2. 2, 3. 2, 3. 2, 3, 2. 4. 4. 4. Shoot it. Shoot it tighter. 2. 4, 3. 4, 3, 2. 4, 3, 2. 4, 3, 2. 4, 3, 2. 4, 3, 2. That's a good one to shadow box too.
That's it.
I just turn that bitch. It's like less than 10 inches from my face.
So I want to, when I throw this, I really want to be here with this.
Basically.
I don't want to.
You don't want to reach with at least with a backhand uppercut. That's so much space to cover. I've landed those to the body, but I rarely go for those.
Throw that punch. Throw that uppercut.
There you go. Elbows tight.
So basically, I'm turning my whole body.
Line up with the knee. Line up that punch with the knee. Don't go across your body. Right here, come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Keep that hand. Stay covered. Stay on your toes. Not your toes, but the body, but stay off those heels. 4, 4, 3. 4, 3, 2. 4, 3, 2. 5. Same thing with the 5. Here. Keep that shit up. That's why they say you can't dance, you can't fight. But I know a motherfucker who's sick as hell with no rhythm in music.
Like that.
Shoot it from your chin, don't shoot it from your chin. Okay. There you go. You hear it? They bounce. There you go, get under.
No, I'm not holding right.
Don't rush it, don't rush it. Slow down. Get lower. If you're shooting that low, get lower. Because for that body, you will have to get lower for it. Rather than being right here. That's why I started lowering. There you go. That's good. Let me see something.
Kind of.
Alright, that's not the brown house. Not bad, not bad. Okay, do it again. Do it again. Alright. So instinct will tell you this. Throw this hand away, gain more balance. And instinct is correct. But instinct will get punched in the face because it ain't got no
normally if you
defense.
kicking me, I'm gonna rush in on you.
Yeah.
Do it again.
This was gonna be my advice to Daryl in his upcoming MMA match. If they throw a kick, tackle his ass because he's off balance. Because we don't have the time to train for this. 2, 3, run. Okay, you're doing a good job of this, turning it when you throw that kick. Now, pick that heel off the ground. See the difference?
Yeah.
You see the difference?
Put me back.
Now control it. You're at 100%. I want 80. Pick up the knee a little bit higher before you clean the leg up. Again.
Okay. This is not the foot I kick with it. I kick with this foot.
Fuck you if it is, it isn't. You're gonna learn both. Right. We're not gonna be one weapon behind.
I got you, because I am.
Why would you want 3 rather than 4 weapons?
Right. I'm that southpaw, so I'm gonna be in this guard regardless.
Exactly. So, right now we're gonna learn a bread and butter technique. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Right? Control it. Stay planted. 1, 2. Good turn on that hook. Now, I want you to take that force when you land that 3. Turn a little bit more. Like a spring setting up and come out with the kick. Right here. Well, actually, let's throw this a couple times. Learn how to lower it. We're still pivoting that shit, like always. I'm still here. It's just lower. There you go. Your shit's coming down like a switchblade. Ah, you got a good fucking naturalness to this. Something that doesn't fucking matter. You can't hurt me. Alright.
Alright, turn.
Elbows. What are we doing wrong with those? Chicken wing. You still don't wanna turn with the kick and be here. Your guard needs to be facing forward. So.
I find myself sliding with it.
Huh? Oh, that might just be like first time jitter. That this might be oil on the ground. That's why it's stained. But yeah. Alright, so we're gonna add a leg kick to that 1, 2, 3. So medium speed on everything, so we can get through the motions. Good technique, hands high. There you go. A little snappier on that kick. It don't have to be strong, but quick.
I don't wanna come through, Chris. Come through it. It's up.
Think of it as bouncing off the pad.
You ever watch Dragon Ball Z?
Yeah.
You ever hear when Goku say, I don't want to turn to Super Saiyan?
Oh, because it, like, that's why I told you. You can't hurt me.
Right, I don't know.
Fuck you.
Alright.
Look it. Look it. That's what I want. 1, 2, 3, look it. If I don't get there in time, fuck me. Alright? Don't wait for me. I've been doing this for damn near 2 years now. I know how to do this. Back up again. There you go. That's your bread and butter.
I'm pulling it in.
Think up and down. I'm chopping down the tree.
So where am I aiming for?
Thigh.
Oh, okay.
Upper thigh.
Okay.
In sanctioned fights, normally you won't be able to smash people's knees off rip. That's like in pros. Like you get through it, sanctioned fights, they'll have a lot more rules. In street beefs you can, because they have lax rules for amateurs. This is, like I'm saying, in sanctioned fights for amateur, they won't let you just crush knees. They'll be like above the knee, no calf shots or whatever. But
calf?
Your calf kick, yeah, they suck.
Dang, that's my whole.
Right
that's
there.
my whole defense right there. But I understand, basically above the knee.
So regulation, they'll tell you that when you start out. Street beefs, whatever lands. But generally, I also throw for my own safety. I don't throw calf kicks because why? If I fuck up that calf kick and I hit it wrong, I can break my fucking leg like Andy Silva. I know you've seen that video. Dude fucking goes back steps, a rubber leg. Fuck that. This is a big soft pillow and it hurts you like, hey, you ever been Charlie Horse?
Yeah.
Imagine a baseball bat.
Oh yeah.
Bam!
Right,
after you just got punched with a 3 pieces of the base.
It's gonna shoot the muscle, that pain.
And now there's 3 types of leg kicks. Right now you're doing the downward one that buckles the knee. There's an upward one because the nerves go up and down and it shoots up to your hip. The other one is the kind of like you're going straight across trying to break the kneecap.
That's the one.
You're just going straight,
right?
Straight power. The other 2 are a little bit more like technical, like the buckling, make them lean back into something, or the upper one, you're trying to like dismantle a kicker. Like the dude's really good at kicks, and you can slow him down a bit by chopping his legs down a bit. We're in. Anytime. Think Thai boxer. I don't want to see this shit no more. Thai boxers. Thai boxers are up here. Up high. One. You're still doing it? 1, 2, 3. There you go. 1, 2, 3, leg kick. There you go. 1, 2, 3, leg kick. 1, 2, 3, leg kick. 2, 3, leg kick. 2, 3, leg kick. 2, 3, leg kick. 2, 3. 2. Right. Put it down faster. Your recovery is what needs to be quick. In a fight, you're not going to have time to quietly put it down. Alright, try a switch kick. Now, get back to your stance. A switch kick, it's called a switch kick because you switch stance for a split second. Although, you don't need to go that deep. Then you just narrow it. So I'm here, right? Instead of going all the way over, I narrow my stance, so load my hip onto my right, and I come out. So, watch again. Watch the feet. I'm not going past, I'm lining up. I'm still fighting this way. I'm fighting this way. The guy's right here. Here. I won't go too far back behind my foot when I do it. And generally, the further back you go, the more power you have because you have more space to to
bring it around.
To bring it around, yeah. So try it now.
I know this way.
Yeah. Hop this back, hop this forward. Narrow that. Make it smaller. Make it smaller. Yeah, there you go. Now you pick it up. Make it smaller. The smallest amount of preparatory time.
So
eventually, you don't even have to switch. Now, I just step.
Hold on. So I'm already in this stance.
Yeah, you're in your normal southpaw stance. snap to the other stance for just a split second. The smaller you make it, the better because it's less time for them to see.
If I'm here and I want to throw this kick, I just step back.
Oh yeah, that too.
Oh,
If you're moving, the guy's pushing, you just step back and it sets it up. Same thing with the right hand. I love to use that shit.
Okay, so basically I'm here.
But
I want to make this my power flip versus
yeah.
a tap.
And that too.
Which one?
You just did something.
So
that's a sneakier version of that.
If I'm here, if I'm trying to make it a power kick or a tap, because I can tap you, or I can power kick you. If I'm here.
And that's what I mean by minimalize it. That's that whole. Imagine that as a meter, and this is quick. This is fast. Where do you want it? It's all situational. If you just stung the guy bad and he's here, sure, throw a hard one. I throw a front kick first. Front kicks. Yeah, them shits.
Yeah, honestly, this is my thing. Whenever we here, I'm always got my feet or throwing this leg up. This is always my guard. If I'm here, I'm always doing like this.
And if you throw this one as a front kick, like you said, it's the jabby one.
This is never gonna be really a kick. This is just a diversion. Because I'm here, and every time you come forward, rush in, I'm gonna kick that foot back.
Yeah, that's good.
I'm gonna tap that foot.
That's a real
thing. I got clicks on it.
You do? I didn't feel it. I got pretty thick.
Come on here. Tap that. Well, this is high. If we fighting, I'm pushing you back.
No, that's a teep. That's a teep. You just aiming in at the knees.
Well, I'm keeping you at bay from here.
Yeah, it's
because I already know.
It's a teep kick. That's a Muay Thai thing. You didn't even know that was Muay Thai. That's what you're doing Muay Thai.
But there's a kick and there's a keep you at bay. You coming at me, you rushing at me. I'm just basically keeping you at bay. I'm keep tapping.
That right there, you don't want to do. You don't want to just lean. You want to.
9 times out of 10, you coming in at me though. If you're rushing into me, every time you come in, I'm gonna tap that knee right. It's gonna throw you off balance.
If I keep going though, and you're just leaning, your body weight might not be enough. The guy might be heavier, or whatever.
Okay, I got what you're saying.
So you want to
put more pressure into it.
Recoil. Think of like a piston.
Right. This is what we're
regardless what leg, you always want to pick that knee up. You don't just want to pick your leg up and straighten it. Pick up, extend. Right here. Pick up the knee, extend it, slow it down. Let's do this. There you go.
Like a push kick.
And you can aim this fucking anywhere. Like you aimed it here to the kneecap, okay? And it does that, right? You want to be a real asshole? You want here.
That's what I'm aiming for. That's what I really want to hit. Right here. It's gonna check it.
If anything, it might even dislocate it.
That's what I'm aiming. Whenever
you don't want to do that in sparring with your buddies though. You could actually. Like,
that's why I go light, because honestly I like to kick. But when you coming in, I'm hit here. Once you to the point of you about to fight, I like to put your left right hand guard, right?
Yeah.
Alright, come in a little bit. I like to kick here. When you come in,
I do that shit too. Actually.
When you come in,
the lower you are on the foot, the stronger the sweep. Remember that.
Right.
Because if you try to sweep from here, they have all that to work with.
Right.
Here.
That's why normally I time it. Come forward.
As they're stepping?
Yeah. It's more. I'm kicking that foot, but I don't even got to kick it hard if I catch you right as you're coming down. It's more like you think you missed that step, you're going to go down like that.
No, that's good. I use that too. Keep them hands up. Come on. One. Round. Turn the hip over. Round. See the difference? One snappy, one strong. Come on. Switch it. Whichever one. That's the step forward. I want the snappy switch. We'll call that the snappy switch.
How do you do that? I'm looking.
It's a step. You're bouncing off the ground. Imagine that your ankle and your tendons right here are like springs.
Back up. I mean, put it up. More like this.
Yeah, that's fine. That's stepping forward. Bring the knee higher. I want every kick to start out like this. So, if I'm throwing a roundhouse, instead of coming here,